This evening's edition of A Ray of Hope, the story of a 14-year-old who has made history after being the youngest student ever to be accepted into a Jamaican university. With that story, here's Kian Morgan.
At just 14 years old, Jada is already a genius, having made history being the youngest university student in Jamaica.
I love coding, programming, building websites, inspecting websites. I really do love creating fun facts. I read about 60 books last year, mainly fiction. I do love fiction.
Jada started her tertiary journey in January after being accepted into the University of Technology UTech to pursue a degree in computer science. The animal lover and photographer says that she was accepted last August at the age of 13. However, she waited until she was 14 to start. She's been coding since she was 9.
My first website I remember was a cat membership form. I love that in just a couple of minutes I could create something that people could see and people could use and that served a purpose. And that main purpose was to convince my parents to buy me a cat.
Jada, who spent only 3 years in high school, was mainly homeschooled due to the pandemic. Albeit, she was able to secure 9 grade 1s in CSEC. She did her first set of CSECs a few months after the primary exit profile PEP exams.
She liked to discover things on her own. She's not coming into my classes unless she have taught herself, and then she will come for the reinforcement.
Jada's parents, Julian and Donovan Wright, are educators. Both say from a tender age, she was always disciplined and committed.
The first gift I gave her was a book. So I was kind of anticipating, and then she started to read it. Once she reached that, she started to play with it first. Then she started to, as soon as she could reach, she started to read it.
And even though she's the youngest of her peers,
after going to the classes and being able to interact with my lecturers and students, I've slowly gotten very comfortable these past couple of weeks.
I've been here 15, going 16 years now, and I've always been saying to the students, read your student handbook. She was accepted now and came to school. She said, sir, I read the book from cover to cover.
She's one of the persons who will be an example now in terms of actually problem solving before actually start coding.
Mr. Wright says when a child has potential, parents must support their endeavors.
You're putting yourself in their shoes, and probably their shoes is bigger than your shoes. So probably they're way advanced. So I think we have to rethink in terms of how we approach these kind of students.
You just have to be willing to put in the work. Sometimes you have to make sacrifices, but that's just a part of life.
With A Ray of Hope, I'm Kian Morgan.